Hi guys, I'm Joe.
I'm Alishar.
We are traveling through countries and cities, making some friends and fun on the road. But more especially, we are sharing with you guys some secrets or tips for an ideal journey. So dudes, finally, did you decide where are we going now?
Yes, I have decided, and I think we should explore the neighboring countries and start from Kyrgyzstan.
Okay, nice. How do we get there? How long is the trip?
Well, look, it depends on how kind of transport we will choose, but I'm promising we'll be traveling in the comfort.
I have zero doubt about this. I guess if it wasn't so, you would not come neither yourself.
Oh, sure, you know me.
Okay, good.
So let's stop talking and let's pack the stuff.
All right, let's do that. One more question, where are we going exactly?
Well, I'm thinking to start to explore this country from the capital, from the Bishkek city.
Bishkek, all right. I've heard some legends or stuff about how it has been founded or the origin of its name, so...
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you all these legends on the road with the bottle of kumis.
Nice, okay. Let's hike this travel, man?
Yeah, let's go there.
Bishkek is the largest city and capital of Kyrgyzstan. It lies in the foothills of the Tian in the north of the country. You can get from Almaty to Bishkek by plane, train, bus, or taxi. We didn't choose the first option, otherwise it would have cost each of us $80. A train ride wasn't available on the days we needed, which is why we used a certain application and found a taxi, which brought us to the eastern bus station of Bishkek for only $16.
So tell me, man, now we're on the road to Kyrgyzstan, which is quite similar to Kazakhstan. Is there like other similar things between these two countries?
Yes, definitely. These two nations actually used to be one nomad nation in the ancient time, and everything is particularly similar. Starting from the language, these groups are very close, and the people can understand each one easily. The culture, the food, and even the mentality. So like Turkic languages and Turkic nations, Kazakh and Kyrgyz.
Turkic like Turkish from Turkey?
Yeah, Turkey. It's one big ethnic group.
Okay, nice. And we are now on the road to Bishkek? There?
Yeah, we are going to Bishkek.
Do you know stuff about it?
Well, it's the capital of this country.
Yeah.
And actually it used to be called Frunze. Frunze, yeah. It's one of the famous Soviet revolutionaries.
Okay.
And during the Soviet time, of course, Kyrgyzstan was the part of the Soviet empire. It was called Frunze, but now it's called Bishkek. And Bishkek, it's the ladder for the meeting the horse milk.
Okay.
And it's kind of a legend, but the name came from this kind of ladder.
Ah, another country full of legends. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Nice, nice. Very impatient to go there.
And there are a lot of quite kind of legends about the country, the name, and probably it's better for us to ask locals and investigate how these legends became true.
Yeah, you mean how Bishkek appears, the word Bishkek?
And actually how this word called and happened.
Yeah, we'll ask. Okay.
So right here we're staying at the central square of Bishkek, Alato. And from this point we're starting our introduction with the capital of Kyrgyzstan.
Alato name can be translated as multi-colored mountains. There's the State Historical Museum, People's Friendship Monument, Oak Park with open-air sculpture museum, and Nikolskaya Church, which is the oldest building in the city around the perimeter of the square.
Wow, do you know something about this guy?
Yeah, I was reading that this actually hero is from the national epic Manas, and this actual monument was replaced the monument of the independence on the 31st of August in 2011, and now this is the Manas symbol of the unity of the country.
Okay.
And the monument was replaced in the holy night of the Oraza. It's like a fasting time for Muslims.
All right. And how do you read this?
It's like Aykul Manas, the hero Manas.
All right. Nice. Cool.
So actually this place, it's very famous, not because of the good facts, but of the bad facts. During the last 10 years, a few revolutions happened here in Kyrgyzstan and in Bishkek, and this is the palace of government, and some battles happened here in these streets and around this building.
Many travelers recommend starting to explore a new country with going to a market. According to them, it's a place where you can find out how locals live and enter into a true spirit of the city you're visiting. We've decided to follow their advice and went to the biggest local market.
Okay, so now we are in Osh Bazar, in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Although it is a very noisy place, not that clean, of course. But there's something in the air, you know, it's very colorful, it's kind of atmospheric, I would say, a unique ambience.
Actually, Osh Bazar is an ordinary city market where you can buy anything from food products to clothes and footwear. Of course, small souvenir shops attracted us most of all. Traditional Kyrgyz goods made of felt, national clothes, t-shirts with Kyrgyzstan prints on them, national musical instruments, and many other interesting things are sold there.
I like it. Wow, great show. Let's try some hats.
Wow.
Try it.
Beautiful. I cannot play it, but you make the notes. This guy is better than us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, so man, after such kind of eventful walk, we should go to eat something.
Yeah, I'm starving actually. I don't know about you, but let's try some Kyrgyz food.
Totally agree with you. By the way, I know some good place.
Yeah?
You will like it for sure.
Let's go.
Let's go. Wow. Good place, as you recommended. Wow.
Wow, just delicious. Wow, I just was waiting this meat. Bon appetit. Wow, kurdak. I could eat the whole horse.
Try it.
So, that's some typical Central Asian horse meat, potatoes, and greens.
This is good. It's delicious.
The meat is just melting in my mouth, you know.
Yeah, it's cooked the same everywhere. You know, it's tender from the outside to the inside. It's good lamb.
And the taste is perfect. Not over salted, not over boiled, not over fried.
Because from my culture, when boiled meat is kind of strange, but finally it's delicious. Surprisingly delicious.
What do you mean in your culture boiling is bad?
Like in France, we are never boiling the meat. Never.
Just fried?
Fried, barbecue, or in the oven, or on the fire, like barbecue, but not boiling really. No. It's more, for us, it's like you're losing the flavors of the meat. But finally, you're not at all. And with the yurt, it's like the whole ambience, you know, it's whole atmosphere.
I actually feel myself here, like at the center of the nomad culture.
Yeah, we are nomads.
But with the modern comfort and modern standards of the quality.
Yeah, because at the time,
Yeah. Anyway, I suppose after eating kurdak, it will be one of the top 5 best dishes ever.
yeah, might be.
So yeah, and that's why I like this authentic nomadic culture with all these ornaments and the style.
Excuse me, I'd like to offer you our national drink, kumis. Here you are. It's a perfect tonic. Try it.
So yeah, it's one of the sacred in the nomadic culture drinks, which is called kumis. It's the horse milk, actually. So you should try it.
All right.
I want to tell you about kumis. Yes, it's made from horse's milk. Kumis is very healthy and helps to prevent and cure various diseases. By the way, kumis treatment has gained huge popularity recently. People go to a Joly or summer highland pasture from May to September and get kumis treatment courses, which usually last from 10 to 20 days. As a rule, they need to take it on an empty stomach in the morning, when they are at a Joly together with their family. Besides kumis, we also have saamal, which is drunk at a Joly too. Saamal is a bit weaker than kumis. Kumis is stronger and contains more alcohol because it's fermented longer. It contains from 5 to 40% of alcohol, while saamal is a weaker drink. Its alcohol percentage content starts from 1%.
So yeah, actually, I heard that the name of this capital of Kyrgyzstan, Bishkek, is started from the pishpek. And pishpek is the instrument to boast the horse milk, to contain the kumis. So yeah, that's why it's very famous and popular here. And of course, respect that still we are still having this culture drinking kumis. So we treat the most respected guests with kumis. So it's very kind of special ceremony, I would say.
Does it have like special properties?
I think so, yeah. Healing properties, energizing, refreshing the organism, and of course it helps to beat different illnesses as well.
All right.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. As more you drink this sacred drink, as more you're healthy. So what do you think about the taste?
Actually, it's very different than any milk product I know.
Yeah.
Because you have this slight acidity, and there's kind of a fermentation also.
Yeah.
So it's very strong. But it's good. It tastes like a little bit like
very old goat cheese we have in France. Same taste.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Actually, for the explanation of the name Bishkek,
Right.
I have a legend I can share with you. It was a long time ago. Khan was living between two rivers. He was getting back from hunting with some of his zigits from his equestrian hunting partners. And Khan heard a noise and a woman's complaint. So he heard like, Bishkek, where are you? He doesn't really understand. So he is going to this woman, but actually this woman was looking for this big spoon to beat their horse milk. Actually.
Right.
But in the same time, a baby's cry just near to the yurt of this woman. We heard a baby's cry. So when he arrived, he said to the woman, why are you looking for you sing? Because didn't you hear it? Speaking about the baby. Didn't you hear it, the Bishkek?
Yeah.
And from this, actually the father, the real father of the baby, was sitting just near. And Khan came to him and make him a present, a brocade. You know, this tool to make the horse quicker. So the man was so thankful, so grateful, and he had nothing. So to thank the Khan, he named his son Bishkek, actually.
Wow.
This is the saying. And the father did this because he was thinking, it's a Khan. If I'm calling it like this, maybe it will be a lucky star for my son. And indeed, this little boy, Bishkek, started to grow up. He became a teenager. And effectively, he started to be really clever, really dexterous, you know, manipulated things easily, very kind with people in general. So it's starting like this. He was always willing to help the other ones.
Yeah.
And once, actually, they said that he helped an old man to cross the river. And this old man, to thank him, he blessed him. And from that moment, Bishkek was starting to be named Bagatur by people, which means born in the Khan's hut. You know, like in the Khan blessing, kind of. All right? Years are passing. And Bishkek starting to be adult now and developed clearly some warrior's ability. He was quick, he was strategically sharp. He started to defeat a lot of enemies. And actually all the stories spread over about Bishkek, about this man with the Khan's blessing and all that. And from this, the enemy started to be scared and they stopped to attack his fortress, his place. This is why now the town,
city.
It's called Bishkek. This is how it started. This is how the word Bishkek appeared at the first place. This is
that's so interesting that you were right about the name Bishkek. And now I can see the whole legend. And now all details came to the end.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Well, today we had a very fruitful day.
Yeah.
And we went to Bazaar.
Yeah, we did a lot.
And probably now the time to go and find some good accommodation for tonight.
Yeah, definitely you're right, man.
Tomorrow will be a more fruitful day than today.
Yeah, it's time, you're right. So let's hit the road and find something good.
Sure.
To finish the day. Right.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
We were about to leave when we noticed a small ethnic corner. We were astonished to see so many things, but could only guess what they're intended for. Fortunately, we met a person who explained everything about them in detail.
Здесь, ребят, смотрите, получается, это наш музей под открытым небом.
We are in our open-air museum now. Here we've gathered all the objects our ancestors used. I'll tell you about them now. All the objects are regional because we didn't change anything in them. We brought them from various places of Kyrgyzstan. Let me start telling you about them. As you know, our place is called Supara, and I'll describe its background to you. Supara is a kind of tablecloth made of leather. Have a look, please. Dough was kneaded on such a tablecloth. We also have big bags called kukjun. They were huge. They were used to carry clothes or crockery. These bags were put on a horse's croup and belongings were carried in this way. All these things were necessary to make barley flour. Here we even have a sample of it so that you could understand it better. This thing was necessary to produce fermented milk products. For example, it was used to make ayran. If you look from the top here, you can see trunks. This is a homemade armchair. Kumis was kept in containers like this. It's made of leather too. All these things are very old. Here you can see lamps and, of course, saddles. By the way, in those times, if a saddle was wooden, it was clear that its owner wasn't rich because usually saddles were made of leather. We also have a hand mill jargucha. In here you can see small saddles for children.
So you explain us that all this is from the nomad culture and it's original from that time. Is it hard for you to find this original thing, or is there like a bazaar for this? How can you find this kind of things actually?
It's a good question. Unfortunately, you can't find such rare things at a market now. Only old people can still have them at home. You may find them only in this way. They aren't sold any longer because all these things are too old. It was very difficult for us to collect them.
Okay, interesting. And it's all from Kyrgyzstan culture, or it's world nomad culture?
Получается, это все, да, получается кыргызское именно.
All of them are Kyrgyz things. They are Kyrgyz because kumis and other fermented milk products are Kyrgyz national ones. Most probably other Turkic peoples have similar ones, but these belong to Kyrgyz culture. It's our history. We were the ones who used these things.
So one of the points here for people to come here is also to discover or rediscover a little bit their history. You are here to explain them. At the time, we were using this stick to make this, and this is what you're doing also here.
Да.
Museum.
Да, все правильно, все верно, потому что...
You've understood it correctly. Children didn't see it. If we and our older brothers could witness it, small kids don't know anything about it. We opened this museum especially for them. We tell them about our history and show clearly how and what for these things were used. We said goodbye to our wonderful guide and went to look for a place where we could stay for a night. Luckily, it didn't take us a lot of time. Quite quickly, we found a small hotel near the city center and decided to stay there. We got up quite early since we couldn't wait to go to communicate with nature and didn't have a lot of time left to explore all the local places of interest. First, we saw a beautiful golden eagle in the natural park. Joe couldn't help having his photo taken together with a bird of prey.
So it's super huge, or
Yeah, no, honestly, super huge. I would say like maybe 10 kilos.
10 kilos.
Yeah, maybe.
Here we go.
Something like this. No, I don't think you should touch.
I need to do a selfie with it. Yeah, selfie. So, Joe, tell me why you are wearing your God pullover.
That's my best weapon against the cold.
Right.
Actually, it's from my grandmother, and it's gold hairs, as you say. Because we're now going to Ala Arsha.
Wow. So,
Ala Arsha, it's gorge,
Right.
and it's going to be in the mountain,
Yeah.
close to the river. It's going to be very cold, so you need to be equipped.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think after yesterday's feast of Kurdak, we have enough energy to make this actually jogging or hiking.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, we're full of energy, so now it's time to spend ourselves here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering that it's like so calm here in just 30 kilometers outside the city.
Yeah, honestly, you just have the guidebook is guidebook.
Yeah.
It's saying 30 kilometers from the city, from the noisy city, and you can find just the silence, nature. It's beautiful because of autumn colors. I love it. And what else?
And I like this mysterious fogginess around.
Yeah, with the fog.
Gorge Ala Archa is one of the main places of interest in Kyrgyzstan. The pristine nature of this place attracts the majority of people. You can see spruce forests, birch groves, multiple springs, and mighty rocks here. There are many hiking, mountaineering, and rock climbing routes here. It's said that it's the favorite recreation area of city dwellers. However, there weren't many people in the gorge when we walked there, probably due to the bad weather.
Fog.
Let's sum up. Car ride to Bishkek, $16. Souvenirs, $20. Lunch, $20. Twin hotel room, $35 a night. Park entrance fee, $3. In total, together we spent $94 during our tour.
Wow, man, this was 2 wonderful days in Kyrgyzstan.
Definitely. We explored Bishkek city and went to the gorge Ala Arsha.
Sure. We enjoyed the bazaar, Osh Bazar, where we bought some kurt, this little cheese thing, and traditional bread, Kyrgyz bread.
Yeah,
Also.
and we read all the legends about the city, Bishkek, and of course, like the central square and the views of the city.
Yeah, and don't forget this moment I loved in the yurt, enjoying this kumis with the kurdak.
The best meat ever eaten.
Yeah, it was good. So yeah, we enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, and we in the 2 days a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I told you. That's why I told you wake up early when you travel. Like this, you have a good time budget, let's say, to optimize your trip.
Well,
this is the same.
for the next trips, I will definitely practice the early mornings.
Good. So actually, where we'll go next time?
Well, for you, Joe, and for our viewers, I would like to remain in secret.
Okay, I love it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching us, and see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.